Hi, I'm Ray. Well, it's Sunday and it's the 11th of December. It's -3 and it's snowing. And what we're doing down here, well, I've got a job to do and I'll let you know what I'm going to do, because this is my allotment plot and I put a message out the other day about finishing the allotment plot. So I'm going to give you an update of what's going on. So this is the start of my allotment plot, and it starts here and it goes right down as far as we can see, right to the rear fence at the back, and that's all my allotment plot, and that cost me around £100 a year to keep. But this bed I've not done anything with last year. This is my flower bed, which has become rather messy, and I've just not done anything. So this was the flower bed, and I planted a rose here for my dad, and it's been really good. And we've got the flowers, the passion flower over the top. And this bed I'm not going to keep. This is a netted cage, and the cage has been really good, but the netting is all broken, and it's a job to replace. Could do it, but time and everything else. So I'm giving away this bed. I will be taking away my bay tree that I got from the skip, and also probably take away my door and remove the roses. But on a cold day like this, not doing anything like that today. So this is my big vegetable space, and this year I wanted to grow in big long lines like an old traditional allotment, and it worked well, but when you come to weeding it does take a lot of time, and when you see a lot of weeds it is difficult to keep on top. So this big space here is also part of the place with the flower bed and the cage, so I'll be giving this bed up too. And also along the back here I've got my strawberry beds made out of pallets. I'll be leaving them because if I move them they'll probably just disintegrate, but I will take any strawberries out of the strawberry bed and move them down further down. So the netted cage was a great idea and it's been really good, but we had a few big weather storms and it took down the top, and then the wind got in and it took off the sides. So I've not replaced it, but I'm giving this bit up because we didn't do nothing this year, and time will tell. So this is my 2 polytunnel arches joined together, and it worked really well for the runner beans and the squashes, and this was such a good idea and good reuse of a polytunnel. I've just added some strings, some extra bamboo canes, and it was great. This is a brilliant idea. This is the pond and the wildlife area, and we had some good frog spawn, and we had a couple of frogs. We've not seen much of them this year, but the pond has frozen over now, so I'll just try and crack a bit of the ice, see if I can get a bit of air in the pond. But it's starting to stir a bit more now, so that's good. So this plot here is part of the plot I'm giving up. So one of my jobs to do one day is I either remove the pond or I leave it here. So I don't know, will the frogs find me if I move the pond from there to another place? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? part of this allotment plot has my patio area and my shed, and unfortunately I have asked if I could keep this side, but unfortunately this part of the plot goes down this way, so I've got to give up the patio area and give up my nicely painted shed behind. So so all those are parts of the allotment that I've given up, and my renewal is due at the end of December, and I've made a decision to slightly downsize. I've not got a lot of time. I do a lot of work during the week and I only have a few hours at weekends that I can come down. So I've really decided, it's been a tough decision and I don't really want to do it, but I feel I have to, and it would also give a good opportunity for someone else to take this on. So from here onwards I'm giving up, but let me show you what I am going to do. This side I'm keeping, so let me show you what we're going to keep. So from January the 1st, this will be my new allotment, and you've seen the polytunnel in many videos before, and this bed, it's never really been worked on as a bed. It's just grown a few things. I just tend to grow this end, and the other end has been grass and not much at the end. But now I can concentrate on just this section from the polytunnel here right through to the end where my daughter's swing is at the end. And I've also got space behind the tunnel. So as you may have seen in the video of me starting a new allotment, this is my new allotment. And I've done small beds, so it's easy to come along, weed one section, another section, and keep on top of it a bit easier. I might have to move the pond, and I am thinking about moving the pond with that minimal distance from there to here, quite close by, but we'll have to see, because I actually planted my garlics and some onions in here. So I'll have to see, maybe broad beans are here, maybe it can go in the corner or somewhere. But I need to move my patio area, so I think that's going to go down the other end of the allotment plot and it go a bit further down beside the tunnel. So these here are the two new flower beds in front of the polytunnel, and I've moved some of the flowers from the other end to here a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to have two nice flower beds as we approach the tunnel, and that would be great. But let me show you down the side. So I need to be making a lot more compost for the beds down the side of here, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear the area beside the polytunnel, and I'm adding a compost bin, and I'm adding a flower pot, and a compost bin, and a flower pot, and I'm going to continue that down the side. We can make some compost, put them in the bins, then we put them over in the flower beds, and that would be great. But let me show you what space I've got down the side here and what we can actually do down here. So if all this is cleared, it's going to leave a nice big space. And these are just weeds that have grown up under a bit of membrane, so they come out quite easy. There's a few nettles, but it should be quite good. Just need to clean a few of these, make a few beds down the side, and I've got an extra new growing space. So that'd be wonderful. So a job I thought about doing today, while I'm down the allotment, is clearing out the polytunnel. And the old tomatoes are all finished. We've got poppies, we've got peppers, the old cucumber plants, and the old grapevine. So this could all be tidied up. But the snow's coming down quite hard out there now, and I am getting a bit concerned if it snows too much, whether I actually get back out again. I'll show you down the back. So this is the far end of the polytunnel, and I might make a patio area this end, or just put my table and chairs the back of the polytunnel. I'm not quite sure yet, not quite sure how I've worked it out. So this is all my end of the polytunnel, and this is my daughter's swing. She's getting a bit old for it now, and I'm kind of using it maybe for a bean frame, maybe. But I might bring the old patio area down this end, and then we can sit and look up and watch everybody else working, and we can relax and have our cup of tea. So I might just keep this as a grassed area here, just for the table and chairs. That might be an idea. But I've also got a shed, but it does need some work. So I do have a shed, but it's covered in junk. But this is the junkyard. So as you can see, it's snowing quite a bit now. I either keep warm in the polytunnel, do some work, or I go home before I get snowed in. So I'm going to make a decision. So thank you for all your comments about the allotment and whether to keep it or not. That's been great, and it's been such a help. And I really do want to keep the allotment. It's been great fun. I love meeting people, love talking to people about growing things, and I just love doing all this videos and all the enjoyment about doing it. Even coming out in -3 in the snow down the allotment, it's just all a bit of fun. And I'm so pleased to see that so many people are starting new allotments and joining this journey. And it's such a pleasure. It's such great, and I just can't. I'd miss it if I didn't do it. So I'm really looking forward to sorting out this plot, to sorting out this area, and getting on with growing in the new season. And hopefully next year we'll get some great weather. So thank you for joining. And if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe, ring that bell, get notifications when I post some more. And I'll show you the rest of this plot going. So that'd be wonderful. Cheers.